Raise your right hand. I, Kim Reynolds,
I, Kim Reynolds,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of Iowa,
and the Constitution of Iowa,
and that I will faithfully and impartially, to the best of my ability, discharge all of the duties of the office of Lieutenant Governor in the state of Iowa, as now or hereafter required by law. Congratulations.
Governor Branstad, Mrs. Branstad, Governor Ray, Chief Justice Katie, Justices, Judges, my colleagues in the General Assembly, elected officials, distinguished guests, family, friends, and fellow Iowans, thank you for being here this morning. Senator Danielson, thank you for your introduction. I stand here today as a proud but humble Southern Iowa girl, daughter of a factory worker, small farmer, a quiet but strong mother, parents who raised me knowing the importance of faith and family, to always tell the truth and with a deep regard for personal responsibility. I stand here as your Lieutenant Governor, full of pride and anticipation and eager to serve the people of this great state. To my parents, Charles and Audrey, thank you for your love, your encouragement, your never-ending support, for instilling in us the American dream, that we could be anything, anybody, for teaching us to treat people with respect, to work hard, to believe in ourselves, that if we do all that, all things are possible. To my husband, Kevin, thank you for being the most loving and understanding person in my life, and for being an amazing father and role model to our three daughters, Nicole, Jennifer, and Jessica. Through tough times and with each new challenge, guided by our faith, each one of you have been my very source of strength. Thanks for keeping me grounded and real, for believing in me, for the many, many sacrifices and the endless encouragement that has led to this day. To my mother-in-law, Ramona, who this December lost her battle with cancer, a wife and a mother who became a widow at age 35, left to raise 6 young children on the farm by herself. Thanks for raising a patient, thoughtful, sometimes stubborn son, who is a loving and caring husband, dad, and grandpa. It is through your strength, your courage, your giving nature, your dignity, and your faith, you gave every one of us a great example of how to live life. Thank you to all the county treasurers, Republican and Democrat, across this state, my second family. Thanks for your friendship and your support, and for setting a great example of what public servants can accomplish when they embrace change, focus on service, and work together. And to you, Governor Branstad, thank you for the confidence you have shown in me to serve as your Lieutenant Governor. You are an inspiration to me and to all who serve the public for your selfless devotion to our state. Your leadership, integrity, love for this state, and tireless work on behalf of others sets a high bar and challenges and motivates not only me, but everyone around you. Today, we have before us a new Iowa, new challenges, new hopes, new opportunities. A new Iowa built on tried and true values. Values of openness, open people with open hearts, open minds. Values of honesty, honest people doing honest work. Values of caring, caring for each other, our children, our parents, our neighbors, and our communities. Values of family, the fundamental bedrock of our society, to be strengthened and protected if we are to realize our potential. Values of personal responsibility, not expecting others to do for us what we can do for ourselves, leading by example. Those are the values we start with, values passed down from generation to generation by our ancestors who worked the fields, built the towns, started the industries, nurtured the families. Those values remain with us today. They are the foundation, the very building blocks of the new Iowa that we will shape together. And it begins by listening to you, all Iowans, because no person, no party, no pundit has a monopoly on good ideas. This is your government. Together, we will work with you, with the leaders of your communities and neighborhoods, to keep our main streets open and vibrant, to promote and market Iowa to the world, that in turn we will bring jobs and prosperity to every corner and all across this great state. Together, we will redefine the role and the structure of government, a limited, transparent, smaller government which focuses on the essential services, infrastructure, safety, quality education, a partner rather than an obstacle in reaching our goals. Together, we will reshape education to make sure that from preschool to universities, all Iowans have the opportunity to the best education in the world. This new Iowa will require open minds, a willingness to do things different, a willingness to embrace change. We no longer will be able to do things we've always done them, the way we've always done them. None of this will be easy, but it is long overdue, and it is the right thing to do. It is with great challenges that we find and create great opportunities. It can and it will be done. We can use technology to both reduce the size of government and deliver services to Iowans more efficiently. We can work together, state and local, public and private, to transform the very way that we deliver services to Iowans. With a little out-of-the-box thinking, we can stretch and enhance those services, and we can better utilize those limited value tax dollars. I believe in Iowans, and the heart of Iowa is my passion. The families, the small communities, the neighborhoods, the quality of life that makes Iowa such a special place. My focus will be on creating an environment where business owners choose to invest in our workforce, our communities, and where good jobs can be found all across this state. And my focus will also be on policies that reinforce family values, thus strengthening the family unit, which is the backbone of our state. But government can only do so much, and often it becomes involved in too much or only when it's too late. It is up to each of us as leaders in our families and in our communities to step up and do what is right without the expectation of honor or of glory. Let our reward be instead the satisfaction that comes from leaving our children a brighter future and a better Iowa. In the words of Winston Churchill, we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. And in that same spirit of service, I cannot help but recall my visit to the home of the Pender family, Jim and Michelle of Windsor Heights. They are the parents of 5 adopted special needs children. They range from age 14 to 21, and despite their handicaps, the oldest 4 are all looking forward to their lives as adults. The youngest, 14-year-old Rachel, has cerebral palsy, the result of a stroke that she suffered in the womb because her biological mother used methamphetamines. Now Rachel can't speak and moves only with the help of a wheelchair. I had the amazing opportunity to spend a morning with Rachel and her parents. From waking Rachel to getting her dressed to fixing her hair, feeding her breakfast, and despite a few challenges with the wheelchair, getting her on the bus for school. It was a very moving morning, and the smile on her face as she boarded the bus will stay with me always. Rachel inspires all who come in contact with her by her undaunted spirit. She definitely inspired me, and as her mother Michelle said, she teaches others about life. Her life is different, but like her brothers and sisters, she is no less worthwhile. It was Rachel's love for life, in spite of her challenges, that really touched my heart. The Penders don't limit their caring to their children. Whenever anyone, elderly or sick, needs help, they are the first ones there. Why do they do it? They'll be the first to tell you that they are not special. And just as Jim says, we are doing the best we can with whatever God has chosen to give us to do that day. My fellow Iowans, let us all do the best that we can do with what God has given us. If we can do that, I have no doubt that Iowa's best days are still ahead of us. We will make a difference, and we will leave Iowa a better place for generations to come. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless this great state of Iowa.